Hey, Nikki.
Hey, Brandon.
We're back.
It's Thirsty Thursday.
It's Thirsty Thursday.
And maybe this time it won't be so emotional.
Yeah. I feel like we played it well, though.
Yeah, I think it was good. I think it was a good time.
And now it's the final countdown.
Down.
Let's hit up Craig.
All right.
What if we... Is there... I don't... Never mind. Like, we fail. What if we fail this and then we don't get a date? Don't do that to me.
I don't know. I've never played this game before.
No, you've already admitted.
Oh, I forgot where I was in the timeline. I've never failed.
All right. Message that dad.
I don't know. Message that dad. Hey, you know what they say about third dates? They get pretty serious. You might not have time to browse dad book for a while. Are you ready?
Save and continue.
We are committed to Craig.
Committed to Craig.
This might take a minute to load.
All right.
Oh, that wasn't that long. Okay.
It took some time for our schedules to line up, but I was finally able to find a weekend where Craig and I could go camping.
Camping episode! It's finally happening!
It's the camping finale.
Oh my goodness!
He always stays so busy with work and the kids, but it's good to know that we'll just be able to spend some time relaxing together in nature. Since our first run, I've managed to go on regular runs with Craig. I mostly do them because it seems like the only time we get to hang out, but the added benefit is that I've seen a lot of improvement in my health. I'd be so scared if it cut to Tommy and he was slimmer. I was able to sift through the attic and find my old camping gear from college. Craig put me in charge of bringing the sleeping bags and the tent while he takes care of the food, so I double-checked to make sure everything is ready to go. Craig should be here any minute now. Amanda's gonna be spending the weekend on a school trip to our nation's capital. She has been away from home without me for longer than a day since she was 14. Sorry, the screen cut out. It didn't cut out on this end. I think it's that cord. Yeah, that's fine. We'll be fine. That might be occasional us freaking out. I hope that she isn't feeling as nervous about it as I am. Hey, Amanda Panda. Amanda's in the middle of sitting on top of her luggage in order to get it to finally zip.
Classic. Hey, Pops.
Ready for your trip?
Once I get this bad boy all zipped up, I'm good to go.
How much did you pack? That seems like a lot for 2 days.
Oh, it's all of my camera equipment. Lenses, tripod, flash, all that.
Are you even gonna have time to take pictures?
I'll find a way. I need to get some good shots for my series on national monuments.
Oh, what's the series about?
It's one of those internet series where I reimagine Disney princesses as founding fathers.
What?
I'm kidding. Nobody likes those. I'm taking portraits of my friends.
Oh, well, I'm gonna be in the woods. Out there in nature, roughing it. Just me and Mother Nature. The old Madre de trees. Are you gonna be alright on your own? I'm not gonna have any signal out there. I won't be able to text or call you at all.
Oh, it's alright. I'll be able to survive a couple of days without constant updates on who just got voted off International Haunted House Hunters.
Well, I'll miss you. And for the record, Bradley was pushed down a flight of ornate stairs by a ghost. They were really beautiful stairs. Amanda finishes zipping up the big suitcase and lugs it next to the door of her bedroom. She turns around and gives me a big hug.
Relax, Dadtron. I'm a big kid now. I can take care of myself. Besides, I gotta share a room with Monica Sanders and 2 mom chaperones. The most trouble I could possibly get into is falling asleep with a tub of ice cream on me.
Oh, well, all right. Don't steal anything, okay?
Since you asked nicely, fine. Promise.
I step outside. All my bag's behind me. Craig's already strapped some camping gear on top of my modest but stylish car. He notices me carrying my equipment and hurries over to take it from me. Such a gentleman. I almost had a case of the vapors here.
Never fear. These muscles were made for picking up heavy things and putting them in other places.
Remember, it's your weekend to relax. Take it easy.
I guess I can't argue with that. Everything good with Amanda?
Yep. On her way to a school trip to Washington, D.C. What about your offspring?
Already at Smashley's for the weekend. I'm ready to get my camp on.
I load the rest of my stuff into Craig's car, and we get in. This is gonna be really funny.
Oh no!
What's wrong?
I think I left my juicer plugged in. We gotta go back.
Are you worried that someone's gonna break into your house and cold press some carrots?
No, it's just...
Just try to relax, man. Let the juicer float away. Take all your worries and blend them into a pulpy good vibes. Craig takes a deep breath. Do we have anything to listen to?
All I had at my place is a series of CDs that guide you through a thorough and intense calisthenics workout. Do you want to listen to those? I'm just kidding.
Okay, good. Craig hands me a thick case filled with CDs.
Take your pick.
I thumb through page after page of kids' sing-along CDs. Oh yeah, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. Takes me back.
Keep going.
I get to the end of the case and find the very last slot, a blank CD with Craig's handwriting on it. DJ Kegstand's Mix-a-Lot Volume 1?
It's Mega Mix.
Oh,
You said Mix-a-Lot.
Mix-a-Lot, my bad.
It's funny that was just like in your vocabulary.
Yeah.
I'm
Kegstand's Mega Mix, my bad, Volume 1. Question mark?
Made it just for the trip. I think you'll like it.
I pop the CD into the car stereo, and it's like I'm immediately transported to our old dorm room. Hit after hit plays, and soon enough, we're both happily scream-singing the lyrics to each song as we fly down the highway. This song was Carl's favorite.
Carl, the third roommate.
You brought that dog home one night, and I couldn't pry you two apart.
So we spent an entire semester fabricating a story about our foreign exchange student roommate who had a really bad cough that sounded exactly like a dog's bark.
And then we had our room inspection.
That RA was so suspicious of us, but could never prove anything.
And Carl was just under a blanket.
Bless that pup's courage under fire.
Man, we did some dumb things back in college. The hours fly by as we belt out tunes in whatever non-existent key our voices register in. Soon enough, we're surrounded by lush trees and spectacular vistas of everything amazing that nature has to offer.
It feels good to be back out here.
Real good. We park our car at the entrance to a familiar trail and load up our gear on our backs. I'm thankful that I can hear nature.
We're in nature, man.
I'm thankful that I've been working on my health over the past couple of weeks. Otherwise, I'd be dreading all that hiking that's about to happen. Craig looks intently at his phone. Everything all right?
Yep. Just had to fire off one last work email.
Craig pockets the phone and we start off on the trail. It's relatively easy, but I know I would have been huffing and puffing at this point if it weren't for all of those murder sprints. I look around me and take in all the tall trees and animal chirps. Everything okay back there?
There's no reception out here.
Oh yeah, being out in the middle of nowhere will do that. I recognize the look of anxiety on Craig's face.
But what if there's a problem? Reception is the least of our worries.
You've trained for this. Look, Craig, we all know that if you really wanted, you could flex your calf muscles and fly out of here like a rocket ship all the way back to Maple Bay. You're gonna be fine. We're gonna be fine. This is our weekend. We keep marching down the trail, but it seems like Craig is still worried. After a bit, he stops in his tracks.
Maybe we should go back. We could find another campground that gets good cell phone reception.
Craig, seriously, what's wrong?
I mean, I'm just really nervous. My dad instinct is kicking in my mind, keeps conjuring up all sorts of worst case scenarios. What if something happens to the girls? I don't have a signal. I would have no way of knowing.
Let me tell you, that feeling never goes away, no matter how old your kids are. You just gotta remind yourself that they're in good hands. Craig doesn't say anything. I give him a reassuring punch on the shoulder. Try to remember why we came out here. The plan was to get away from it all and just focus on ourselves for this little trip. No distractions, no cell phone service, just two dads relaxing out in the woods. Craig looks at me directly in the eyes.
No distractions, no cell phone service, just two dads relaxing out in the woods.
We're gonna have some fun this weekend. Craig and I get back to marching. It's not too long of a hike before we get to the campsite, and we're both glad to see that we're the only people there.
I can't believe you still have this tent.
Found it in my attic and already checked for holes. It's seen better days, sure, but I think we'll be able to survive. We dump the bag of fabric and poles onto the ground, and we unfold the tent in the desired spot. I hand Craig the stakes.
We still know how to do this, right?
No. Of course we do. We do not. Yeah. That's all right. After 20 minutes of struggling like people in a bad infomercial, we somehow managed to build an upright structure that closely resembles what a tent would look like if you asked somebody to draw a picture of one with their eyes shut. I wouldn't put this up against the storm, but I think we'll be able to survive for the night. We set out a couple of chairs and our cooking equipment, admiring our handiwork.
Bro, look at us go.
Look upon the kingdom we have built. Upon this rock we shall grill our meats and drink our brews, for we hold domain over this land.
Verily. And, look at our camping chairs, which we are going to sit on.
So what's next on the camp extravaganza docket?
Well, now that we have shelter settled, I think it's time for us to do some exploring. There's a waterfall a little up the way that I'm sure we could hike to.
Let's get hiking. Craig and I venture into the woods. We amble along, taking our time to chat and admire the wildlife. It's a good album by Law Dispute. So do you roughly know the length of this?
Not at all.
Okay.
Do you want to take a break? And then we'll get to the waterfall?
Let's do that.
Okay.
And we'll just see what happens, and if it wraps up quickly, then we'll just cut this and cut right to here.
Okay.
Bye.
Goodbye!